Om Hari Om Ishana Sarva Vidyanam Ishwar Sarva Bhutanam Brahmadhipati Brahmanodhipatir Brahma Shivo Me Astu Sada Shivo. everyone please. Om apopaspраsyat. Om achyutaya namaha. Om anantaya namaha. Om govindaya namaha. Apopaspраsyat. Take some flowers. We commence puja this morning with sankalpa. Rajiv, what is your gotra? Do you know? Okay. Remember that, right? Om agamartham tu devanam gamanartham tu rakshasam kurve gantaravam tatra devatahvana lanchanam gantasthitaya garudaya namaha. Shubham karoti kalyanam ayu arogya sampada shatru buddhi vinashaya deepa jyotirnamostute deepa divyai namo namaha. Om atha sankalpaha Shri Gurubhyo namaha Harihi Om. Om Shuklambaradaram Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavarnam Dhyayet Sarvignopashantaye Prananayamya. Om Bhuhu Om Bhuvaha Ogam Swaha Om Mahaha Om Janaha Om Tapaha Ogam Satyam. Om Tat Saviturvarenyam Bharga Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Apo Jyotirasो Amritam Brahma Bhurbhuva Swarom Tareva Laghnam Surinam Tareva Tarabalam Chandrabalam Tareva Vidyabalam Devalam Tareva Lakshmipate Gauripate Tyankrigam Smarami Shubhe Shobhane Muhurte Adya Brahmanaha Dvitiya Pararde Shvetavaraha Kalpe Saptamevaiva Swatmanavantare Ashtavimshatitame Kali Yuge Kali Pratham Charane भूर्लोकांतर्गत उत्तर अमेरिका खंडे कैनेडा देशे एजाक्स नगरे संकट मोचन श्री हनुमान मंदिरे शुभे दिन शोभने मुहूर्ते. Take your names everyone. ओम सांधिल गोत्रोद्भवस्य राजीव नामधेयस्य एषां यजमानानां सह कुटुंबस्थानां लोका समस्ताः क्षेमस्थैर्य धैर्य वीर्य विजय आयु आरोग्यम ऐश्वर्याभिवृद्ध्यर्थं समस्त मंगलावाप्त्यर्थं समस्त दुर्तोपशांत्यर्थं चिंतित मनोरथवाप्त्यर्थं सर्वाभीष्ट सिद्ध्यर्थं सर्वारिष्ट शांत्यर्थं श्री सीता लक्ष्मण भरत शत्रुघ्न हनुमत समेत श्री रामचंद्र प्रीत्यर्थं श्री वीर हनुमत प्रीत्यर्थं धर्मार्थ काम मोक्षम चतुर्विध पुरुषार्थ सिद्ध्यर्थम अद्य अहम महागणपति पूजनम श्री दुर्गा लक्ष्मी सरस्वती पूजनम श्री सीता लक्ष्मण भरत शत्रुघ्न हनुमत समेत श्री रामचंद्र पूजनम वीर हनुमत पूजनम राधा कृष्ण पूजनम सांब परमेश्वर सदा शिवलिंगाभिषेकाराधन भोजन दानं च करिष्ये इति संकल्प्य Shri Ganesha Dhyanam. We commence puja with adoration to Ganesh this morning. Om Ganana Tva Ganapatikam Havamahe Kavim Kavinam Upamashravastamam Jeshtarajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspata Anashinvannotibhisi Dasadanam. Om Shri Man Mahaganadhipate Namaha Dhyayami Avahayami Pushpasanancha samarpayami. Om. Touch his hand, Rajiv. Just touch him. Padayoha padhyam samarpayami. Argyamachmaniyam sharire snanam samarpayami. Snananantaramidamachmaniyam samarpayami. Pushpam grihitva. In your left hand. In your left hand. With your right hand, you offer one petal at a time. Or you can offer petali. That's good. Om Sumukhaya Namaha, Om Ekadantaya Namaha, Om Kapilaya Namaha, Om Gajakarnakaya Namaha, Om Lambodharaya Namaha, Om Vikataya Namaha, Om Vinayakaya Namaha, Om Dhumraketave Namaha, Om Ganadhyakshaya Namaha, Om Phalachandraya Namaha, Om Gajananaya Namaha, Om Vakratundaya Namaha, Om Herambhaya Namaha, Om Skandapurvajaya Namaha. Nana Vida Parimala Patra Pushpani Samarpayami. Dhupam Om Bhadram Karne Vishnuyama Devaha Bhadram Pashe Makshabhirya Jatraha स्थिरैरङ्गैः स्तुष्टुवागुंसस्तनूभिः व्यशीमदेवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तारिक्षो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः श्रीमन्महागणाधिपतये नमः धूपदीपं समर्पयामि नैवेद्यं ॐ नाभ्यासिरन्तरिक्षं शेषणाध्यौ समवर्तता पद्भ्यां भुंशश्रोत्रात् तथा लोकागम कल्पयन् ॐ इदं फलं मया देव स्थापितं मृतस्तव तेन मे सफलावाप्तिः भवे जन्मनि जन्मनि ॐ प्राणे स्वाहा पने स्वाहा व्याने स्वाहा उदाने स्वाहा समाने स्वाहा ब्रह्मणे स्वाहा ब्रह्मणिमात्मा नैवेद्यं समर्पयामि एलालवङ्गकर्पूरताम्बूलानि च समर्पयामि श्रीगणेशाय नमो नमः द्रव्यदक्षिणां च समर्पयामि ॐ श्रीगणेशाय नमः द्रव्यदक्षिणां समर्पयामि. We clasp our hands as we conclude Puja to Ganesh, seeking his blessings. Om
वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा ॐ एकदन्ताय विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो दन्तिः प्रचोदयात् मूषिकवाहनमोदकहस्ते चामरकर्णविलम्बितसूत्र वामनरूपमहेश्वरपुत्र विघ्नविनायकपाद नमस्ते. गजाननं भूतगणाधिसेवितं कपित्तजम्बूफलसारभक्षितम् उमासुतं शोकविनाशकारकं नमामि विघ्नेश्वरपादपङ्कजं श्रीमन्महागणाधिपतये नमः.
अथ श्रीगणेशपञ्चरत्नस्तोत्रम्.
मुदाकरात् मोदकं सदा विमुक्तिसाधकं कराधरावतं सकं विलासिलोकरक्षकम् अनायकैकनायकं विनाशिते भदैत्यकं नताशुभाशुनाशकं नमामि तं विनायकम् न ते तरातिभीकरं न वोदितार्कभास्वरं न मत्सुरारिनिर्जरं न ताधिकापदुधरं सुरेश्वरं निधीश्वरं गजेश्वरं गणेश्वरं महेश्वरं तमाश्रये परापरं निरन्तरम् समस्तलोकशङ्करं निरस्तदैत्यकुञ्जरं दरेदरोदरं वरे भवक्त्रमक्षरं कृपाकरं क्षमाकरं मुदाकरं यशस्करं मनस्करं नमस्कृतां नमस्करोमि भास्वरम् अकिञ्चनार्तिमार्जनं चिरन्तनोक्तिभाजनं पुरारिपूर्वनन्दनं सुरारिगर्वचर्वणं प्रपञ्चनाशभीषणं धनञ्जयादिभूषणं कपोलदानवारणं भजे पुराणवारणम् नितान्तकान्तदन्तकान्तिमन्तकान्तकात्मजम् अचिन्त्यरूपमन्तहीनमन्तराय कृन्तरम् हृदन्तरे निरन्तरं वसन्तमेव योगिनाम् तमेव तं विचिन्तयामि सन्ततम् महागणेश पञ्चरत्नमाधरेण योऽन्वहं प्रजल्पति प्रभाते हृदि स्मरं गणेश्वरम् अरोगितां दोषतां सुसाहितीं सुपुत्रतां समाहितायुरष्टभूतिमभ्युपैति सोचिता श्रीमन्महागणाधिपतये नमः वेदोत्रमन्त्रपुष्पाञ्जलिं समर्पयामि।
बोलिए गणेश भगवान की जय। Offer your petals to Ganesh ji. Shri Durga Lakshmi Saraswati Pujanam. We shall worship the Divine Mother, Durga Ma, Lakshmi Ma, Saraswati Ma together. Om Durga Devi Dhyanam. Om Ashtau Bhujangim महिषस्य मर्दिनीं सशङ्खचक्रां शरशूलधारिणीं तां दिव्ययोगिं सहजातवेदसीं दुर्गां सदा शरणं प्रपद्ये। जगदम्बा दुर्गा देवी नमः ध्यायामि आवाहयामि आसनं च समर्पयामि। महालक्ष्मे नमो नमः। प्रीत लक्ष्मी माँ। ओम हिरण्यवर्णां हरिणीं सुवर्णरजतस्रजां चन्द्रां हिरण्मयीं लक्ष्मीं जातवेदो महावः। महालक्ष्मे नमः ध्यायामि आवाहयामि आसनं च समर्पयामि। महासरस्वती देवी ओम मेधा देवी जुषमाणा नागाद् विश्वाची भद्रा सुमनस्यमाना। महासरस्वती नमः ध्यायामि आवाहयामि। Please come by Mataji now. You're going to touch his hand. ओम जातवेदसे सुनवाम सोममराति यतो निरहाति वेदः सनः परशुरति दुर्गानि विश्वा नावेव सिन्धुन्दरितात्यग्निः तामग्निवर्णां तपसा ज्वलन्तीं वैरोचनीं कर्मफलेषु जुष्टां दुर्गां देवीं शरणमहं प्रपद्ये। सुतरसे तरसे नमः अर्चना। ओम दुर्गायै नमः। ओम माहेश्वर्यै नमः। ओम शिवप्रियायै नमः। ओम मंदारवासिन्यै नमः। ओम अर्कायै नमः। ओम गिरिसुतायै नमः। ओम धात्र्यै नमः। ओम महामायायै नमः। नानाविध परिमलपत्रपुष्पाणि समर्पयामि। ओम महालक्ष्म्यै नमः। ओम श्रीदेव्यै नमः। ओम विष्णुवल्लभायै नमः। ओम धन आकर्षण्यै नमः। ओम इच्छाशक्त्यै नमः। ओम सर्वायै नमो नमः। ओम महालक्ष्म्यै नमो नमः। नानाविध परिमलपत्रपुष्पाणि समर्पयामि। महासरस्वती अर्चना। ओम महासरस्वत्यै नमः। ओम वाग्देव्यै नमः। ओम वीणाधारिण्यै नमः। ओम चतुराननवल्लभायै नमः। ओम ज्ञानप्रदायिन्यै नमः। ओम श्रीप्रदायिन्यै नमः। ओम यशप्रदायिन्यै नमः। नानाविध परिमलपत्रपुष्पाणि समर्पयामि। दुर्गा लक्ष्मी सरस्वतीभ्यः। By Mataji again, you offer dhupam. ओम ताम आवह जात वेदो लक्ष्मी मनपगामिनी यस्याम हिरण्यं बिंदेयं गामश्वं पुरुषानहं। श्री दुर्गा लक्ष्मी सरस्वतीभ्यः सुगंध धूपमाघ्रापयामि। धूपानन्तरमिदमाचमनीयं समर्पयामि। आर्द्रां यक्करिणी यष्टिं पिङ्गलां पद्ममालिनीं चन्द्रां हिरण्मयीं लक्ष्मीं जातवेदो महावः। श्री दुर्गा लक्ष्मी सरस्वतीभ्यः दिव्यमंगलदीपं दर्शयामि सनः परशदति दुर्गानि विश्वाक्षा मद्देवोति दुरतात्यग्निः प्रत्नोषि गमीद्यो अध्वरेषु सनच्चहोतानव्यस्य सत्से स्वाञ्चाग्ने तनुवं पिप्रयस्वास्मभ्यञ्चसौ भगमायजस्व गोभिर्जुष्टमयजानिषिक्तन्तवे इन्द्रविष्णो रनुसञ्चरेमा नाकस्य पृष्ठमविसंवसानो वैष्णवी लोक इहमादयन्ता ॐ कात्यायनाय विद्महे कन्याकुमारि धीमहि तन्नो दुर्गः प्रचोदयात् श्री दुर्गा लक्ष्मी सरस्वतीभ्यः नैवेद्यम् ॐ अन्नपूर्णे सदा पूर्णे शंकर प्राणवल्लभे ज्ञानवैराग्यसिद्ध्यर्थं भिक्षां देहि च पार्वतीम् ॐ अन्नं चतुर्विधं स्वादु रसैषद्भिः समन्वितं नैवेद्यं गृह्यतां देवी भक्तिमेह्याचलं कुरु श्री दुर्गा लक्ष्मी सरस्वतीभ्यः सर्वं महानैवेद्यं समर्पयामि महादेवी नमो नमः ताम्बूलानि च समर्पयामि पूगीफलं महदिव्यं नागबलिदलार्थं कर्पूरचूर्णसंयुक्तं ताम्बूलं प्रतिगृह्यताम् श्री दुर्गा लक्ष्मी सरस्वतीभ्यः ओम हिरण्यगर्भगर्भस्थं हेमबीजं व्यभावसो अनन्तपुण्यफलरं अथ शान्तिं प्रयच्छमे ताम्बूलं कृत्वा द्रविरीक्षणां च समर्पयामि द्रापेयन्न सस्पते दरिद्रनीललोहिता येषां पुरुषाणाम्. We shall chant Durga from the Durga Saptashati, Kunjika Stotram. Together we seek the blessings of Mataji. Om Shunu Devi Pravakshami Kunjika Stotramuttamam Yena Mantra Prabhavena Chandi Japa Shubhodbhavet Na Kavacham Nagala Stotram Kilakam Narahasyakam Na Suktam Napi Dhyanam Cha Na Nyaso Na Chavarchanam Kunjika Patha Matrena Durga Patha Phalam Labhet Adigahyataram Devi Devanamapi Durlabham Gopaniyam Prayatnena Swayonireva Parvati Maranam Mohanam Vashyam Stambhana Uchadhanadhikam Patamatrena Samsiddhyeta Kunjika Stotramuttamam Atha Mantraha Om Aim Hrim Klim Chamundayai Viche Om Glam Hum Klim Jamsaha Jwalaya Jwalaya Jwal Jwal Prajwal Prajwal Aim Hrim Klim Chamundayai Viche Jwalaham Samlam Ksham Phat Swaha Iti mantraha Namaste Rudrarupinyai Namaste Madhumardini Namah Kaitavaharinyai Namaste Mahishardini Namaste Shumbhantre Cha Nishumbhasudaghatini Jagratam Hi Mahadevi Japam Siddham Kurushvame Amkari Srishti Rupayai Hrimkari Pratipalika Klimkari Kamarupinyai Bija-rupe Namostute Chamunda Chandradhati Cha Yaikari Varadayini Viche Cha Bhairanityam Namaste Mantra Rupini Dham Dhim Dhum Durjate Patnim Vam Vim Vum Vagadishwari Kram Krim Krum Kalika Devi Sham Shim Shum Me Shubham Guru Hum 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 Kar Rupinyai Jam 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 Dhanadhini Bhram Bhrim Bhrum Bhairavi Bhadre
भवान्यै ते नमो नमः। ॐ कं चं तं तं पं यं शं विं दुं ऐं शं हं द्विजाग्रं त्रोते दीप्तं कुरु कुरु स्वाहा। पां पिं पुं पार्वती पूर्णखां ह्रीं खुं खेचरी तथा सां ह्रीं धुं सप्तशती दिव्य मन्त्रसिद्धिं कुरुष्व मे। इदं तु कुञ्जिका स्तोत्रं मन्त्रजागार्ति हेतवे। अभक्तेनैव दातव्यं गोपितं रक्ष पार्वती। यस्तु कुञ्जिकया देवी हीनां सप्तशतीं पठेत् न तस्य जायते सिद्धिररण्ये रोदनं यथा। इति श्रीरुद्रयामले गौरीतन्त्रे शिवपार्वती संवादे कुञ्जिका स्तोत्रं सम्पूर्णम्। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
बोलिए जगदम्बे मैया की जय। श्री राम। युद्ध पूजा तो भगवान श्री राम परिवार, हनुमान जी, राधा कृष्ण भगवान वगैरह। अथ श्री राम ध्यानम। राम 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 राजा राम। श्री राम 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 सीता राम। ओम नीलम भुज श्यामल कोमलांगं सीता समारोपित वाम भागं। पाणौ महासायक चारुचापं नमामि रामं रघुवंशनाथं। श्री सीता लक्ष्मण भरत शत्रुघ्न हनुमत समेत श्री रामचंद्राय नमः। श्री हनुमते नमो नमः। ध्यायामि आवाहयामि श्री हनुमध्यानम्। ओम यत्र यत्र रघुनाथ कीर्तनं तत्र तत्र कृतमस्तकाञ्जलिं बाष्पवारि परिपूर्णलोचनं मारुतिं नमत राक्षसान्तकं। श्रीवीर हनुमते नमः। ध्यायामि आवाहयामि आसनं च समर्पयामि। श्री राधा कृष्णाभ्यां नमः। ओम कृष्ण त्वदीय पदपङ्कज पञ्जरान्ते अद्यैव मे विशतु मानसराजहंसः। प्राणप्रयाण समये कपवत् पीतैः कंठावरोधन विधौ स्मरण कुतस्ते। श्री राधा कृष्णाभ्यां नमः। ध्यायामि आवाहयामि आसनं च समर्पयामि। ओम कौशल्या सुप्रजा रामपूर्वा संध्या प्रवर्तते। उत्तिष्ठ नरशार्दूल कर्तव्यं देवमानिकं। उत्तिष्ठोत्तिष्ठ गोविन्द उत्तिष्ठ गरुडध्वज उत्तिष्ठ कमलाकान्त। त्रैलोक्यं मङ्गलं कुरु त्रैलोक्यं मङ्गलं कुरु त्रैलोक्यं मङ्गलं कुरु। अथ पाद्यम्। ओम सहस्रशीर्षा पुरुषः सहस्राक्ष सहस्रपात् स भूमिं विश्वतो वृत्वा अत्यतिष्ठद्दशाङ्गुलं। पुरुष एवेदं सर्वं यद्भूतं यच्च भव्यं उतामृतत्वशेषानः यदन्येनातिरोहति। एतावानस्य महिमा अतो जायागिश्च पुरुषः। पादोऽस्य विश्वभूतानि त्रिपादस्यामृतं दिवि। त्रिपादोर्ध्वोदय पुरुषः पादोऽस्येह भवात् पुनः। ततो विश्वं व्यक्रामत् शासनान शने अभि। तस्माद् विराड जायत अर्चना। ओम रामाय नमः। ओम रघुनाथाय नमः। ओम नाथाय नमः। ओम सीतापतये नमः। ओम दशरथनंदनाय नमः। ओम ईश्वराय नमः। ओम परब्रह्मणे नमः। ओम श्रीरामचंद्रमूर्तये नमः। ओम सीतादेवे नमः। ओम श्रीशेषनागाय नमः। श्री हनुमते नमः। नानाविध परिमलपत्र पुष्पाणि समर्पयामि। ओम हं हनुमते नमः। ओम रामदूताय नमः। ओम राम भक्ताय नमः। ओम सीताशोक निवारणाय नमः। ओम वीर वीराय नमः। ओम महावीराय नमः। ओम परमवीराय नमः। ओम अतिवीराय नमः। ओम अर्जुन मित्राय नमः। नानाविध परिमलपत्र पुष्पाणि समर्पयामि। ओम कृष्णाय नमः। ओम कमलानाथाय नमः। ओम वासुदेवाय नमः। ओम दामोदराय नमः। ओम श्रीधराय नमः। ओम राधावल्लभाय नमः। ओम परब्रह्मणे नमः। ओम यशोदानंदनाय नमः। ओम श्री वृषभानुदलार्यै नमो नमः। नानाविध परिमलपत्र पुष्पाणि समर्पयामि। धूपदीप महानैवेद्यम्। ओम ब्राह्मणोऽस्य मुखमासीत् बाहुराजन्यकृतः ऊरुतरस्य यद्वैश्यः पद्भ्यागं शूद्रो अजायत। श्री सीता लक्ष्मण भरत शत्रुघ्न हनुमत समेत श्री रामचंद्राय नमः। वीर हनुमते नमः। राधा कृष्णाभ्यां नमः। सुगंध धूपमाघ्रापयामि। धूपानन्तरम् इदमाचमनीयं समर्पयामि। दिव्यमंगलदीपम्। ओम चंद्रमा मनसो जातः चक्षो सूर्यो अजायथ। मुखारिन्द्रश्चाग्निश्च प्राणात् वायुरजायत। श्री सीता लक्ष्मण भरत शत्रुघ्न हनुमत समेत श्री रामचंद्राय नमः। वीर हनुमते नमः। राधा कृष्णाभ्यां नमः। दिव्यमंगलदीपं दर्शयामि। दीपानन्तरमिदमाचमनीयं समर्पयामि। सर्वरक्षान् धारयामि। नैवेद्यम्। ओम मधुवातारतायते मधुक्षरन्ति सिन्धवः। माध्वीर्न सन्तोषधीः। मधुनक्तमुतोषसि मधुमत्पार्थिवगम्रजः। मरुद्यौरस्तु नः पिता मधुमानो वनस्पतिर्मधुमागम अस्तु सूर्यः। माध्वीर्गावो भवन्तु नः। मधु 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 सर्वं महानैवेद्यं समर्पयामि। सीता लक्ष्मण भरत शत्रुघ्न हनुमत समेत रामचंद्राय नमः। श्री राधा कृष्णाभ्यां नमः। नैवेद्यं च समर्पयामि। ताम्बूलानि च समर्पयामि। द्रव्यदक्षिणान् समर्पयामि। प्रार्थना है यही मेरी हनुमान जी। प्रार्थना है यही मेरी हनुमान जी। मेरे सिर पे भी अब हाथ धर दीजिए। प्रार्थना है यही मेरी हनुमान जी। मेरे सिर पे भी अब हाथ धर दीजिए। राम सीता का दर्शन करा के मुझे। राम सीता का दर्शन करा के मुझे। मेरे सपने को साकार कर दीजिए। मेरे सपने को साकार कर दीजिए। We'll sing Hanuman Chalisa together. Please join with me, everyone, as we glorify Hanumanji, seeking his blessings. Shri Guru Charan Saroj Raj निज मन मुकुर सुधारी। बरनौ रघुबर बिमल जसु, जोदायक फल चारे। बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके, सुमिरो पवन कुमार। बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि, हरहु कलेस विकार। जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर, जय कपीस तिहु लोक उजागर। रामदूत अतुलित बल धामा, अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा। महावीर विक्रम भजरंगी, कुमति निवार सुमति के संगी। कंचन बरन विराज सुबेसा, कानन कुंडल कुंचित केसा। हाथ वज्र और ध्वजा विराजे, कांधे मूंज जनेऊ साजे। शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन, तेज प्रताप महाजगवंदन। विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर, राम काज करिबे को आतुर। प्रभु चरित्र सुनिबे को रसिया, राम लखन सीता मन बसिया। सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सियहि दिखावा, विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा। भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे, रामचंद्र के काज सवारे। लाय संजीवन लखन जियाए, श्री रघुवीर हरषि उर लाए। रघुपति कीन्ही बहुत बड़ाई, तुम मम प्रिय भरतहि सम भाई। सहस वदन तुम्हरो यश गावै, अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावै। सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा, नारद सारद सहित अहीसा। यम कुबेर दिगपाल जहाते, कवि कोविद कहि सकै कहाते। तुम उपकार सुग्रीवहि कीन्हा, राम मिलाय राजपद दीन्हा। तुम्हरो मंत्र विभीषण माना, लंकेश्वर है सब जग जाना। जुग सहस्र जो जन पर भानु, लील्यो ताहि मधुर फल जानु। प्रभु मुद्रिका मिली मुख माही, जल दिलांघि गए अचरज नाहि। दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते, सुगम अनुग्रह तुम्हारे तेते। राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे, होत न आज्ञा बिनु पैसारे। सब सुख लहै तुम्हारी सरना, तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना। आपन तेज सम्हारो आपे, तीनों लोक हांकते कांपे। भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे, महावीर जब नाम सुनावे। नासे रोग हरे सब पीरा, जपत निरंतर हनुमत बीरा। संकट से हनुमान छुड़ावे, मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावे।
तपस्वी राजा, इनके काज सकल तुम साजा।
और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे,
सोई अमित जीवन फल पावे। चारों युग परताप तुम्हारा, है प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा।
साधु संत के तुम रखवारे,
असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे। अष्ट सिद्धि नवनिधि के दाता, असबर दीन जानकी माता।
राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा,
सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा। तुम्हारे भजन राम को पावे, जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे। अंत काल रघुबर पुर जाई, जह जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई। और देवता चित्त ना धरी, हनुमत से सर्व सुख करई।
संकट कटे मिटे सब पीरा,
जो सुमिरे हनुमत बलबीरा। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करहु गुरुदेव की नाई।
जो शत बार पाठ कर कोई,
छूट बंदी महासुख होई। जो यह पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा, होय सिद्धि साखी गौरीसा।
तुलसीदास
सदा हरि चेरा, कीजय नाथ हृदय महाडेरा।
की जयनाथ हृदय महाडेरा। पवन तनय संकट हरन, मंगल मूर्ति रूप। राम लखन सीता सहित, हृदय बसहु सुरभूप। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, मेरे प्रभु रामचंद्र की जय। पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय। बोलिए पवन सुत हनुमान की। Raja is a little weak. A little more devotion, please. बोलो पवन सुत हनुमान की
जय।
अन्यथा शरणं नास्ति, त्वमेव शरणं मम। तस्मात् कारुण्य भावेन रक्ष रक्ष हनुमत। रक्ष रक्ष श्रीरामचंद्र, रक्ष रक्ष राधा कृष्णभ्यां नमो नमः। अनंत कोटि प्रदक्ष नमस्कारान् समर्पयामि। So members of Rajiv family who would like to join with him for Shiva Puja, his immediate family members, you may come and stand by the Shiva Lingam now. Rajiv, come along, stand in front of the Lingam, please, right here. So his immediate family member who would like to join him, please come and stand next to him. Om Shive Bhakti Shive Bhakti Shive Bhaktir Bhave Bhave Anyata Sharanam Nasti Tvameva Sharanam Mama Shri Samba Parameshwaraya Namo Namaha ईशान सर्व विद्यानाम ईश्वर सर्वभूतानां ब्रह्माधिपति ब्रह्मणोधिपति ब्रह्मा शिवो में अस्तु सदा शिवो. So before we commence the puja, what we will do, you, Yajman, you can look at Arjuna, you will touch the different limbs of your body We'll transform our whole bodies into a temple of Bhagavan Shiva, starting from the head. We touch the mouth, we touch the organs, we touch the feet, we touch the hand. You can just watch him and follow him. Then after which we'll commence Abhishekam with mantras from the Krishna Yajurveda, Taittiriya Upanishad. But before we do that, we do Nyasam, Lagu Nyas. Touch the top of your head, please. Everyone please touch the top of your head. And then you can look at Arjuna and follow. You can look at me as well and follow if you like to be involved. Om Asya Shri Rudradhyaya Prashna Mahamantrasya Aghora Rishihi. The mouth. Anushtup Chandah Sankarshan Murti Swarupo Yosavaditya Parmapurusha Sesha Rudro Devata. Descent of the heart with your right hand. Om Namah Shivaya Iti Bijam, the right side. Shivataraya Iti Shakti, left side. Mahadevaya Iti Kilakam, clasp both hands. Om Shri Samba Sadashiva Prasara Siddhyarte Jape Viniyoga. Om Agnihotratmani Angushtabhyam Namaha. Om Darshad Purmasatmani Tarjani Bhyam Namaha. Om Chaturmasyatmani Madhyamabhyam Namaha. Om Nirujabajvandatmani Anamika Bhyam Namaha. Om Jyotishtumatmani Kanishtika Bhyam Namaha. Om Sarvakratvatmani Kartar Karprishta Bhyam Namaha. Om Agnihotratmani Hridaya Namaha. Om Darshapurnamasatmani Shirase Swaha. Om Chaturmasyatmani Shikhaya Vashat. Om Nirujabajvandatmani Kavachayaham. The three eyes with the three fingers. Om Jyotishtumatmani Netratrayaya Bhaushat. Om Sarvakratvatmani Asraya Phat. भूर भुवस्वरोमितिरिक बंदः कृपा करके हाथ जोड़िए भी क्लास पढ़ांस ध्यानम ओम आपाताल नभस्थलांत भुवन ब्रह्मांड मा विस्फुरत ज्योतिष फातिकलिंग मौलबलसत पूर्णेन्दुवान्तामृति अस्तोका प्रथमेकमीशमनिशं रुद्रानुवाकाञ्चपन्न ध्याये दीप्सित सिद्धये ध्रुवपरं विप्रो विषञ्चेत् शिवं ब्रह्मांड व्याप्त देहा भसित हिमुरुचा भासमाना भुजंगैः कंठे काला कपर्दा कलित शशिकला चंडकोदंडहस्ता त्रक्षा रुद्राक्षमाला प्रकटित भवा श्याममा मूर्तिभेदाः रुद्रा श्री रुद्र सूक्त प्रकटित विभवा नः प्रयच्छन्तु सौख्यम् ओम गणानां त्वा गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत आनशृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम् ओम शंच मे मयश्च मे प्रियंच मे नुकामश्च मे कामश्च मे सौमनसश्च मे भद्रं च मे श्रेयश्च मे वशश्च मे यशश्च मे भगश्च मे द्रविणञ्च मे यन्ता च मे धर्ता च मे क्षेमश्च मे दितिश्च मे विश्वञ्च मे संविच्च मे ज्ञात्रं च मे सूस्य मे प्रसूस्य मे सीरञ्च मे लयश्च मरुतञ्च मे अमृतञ्च मे यक्ष्मञ्च मे नामयच्च मे जीवातुश्च मे दीर्घायुत्वञ्च मे नमित्रञ्च मे भयञ्च मे सुगञ्च मे शयनञ्च मे सुषा च मे सुरिनञ्च मे ओम शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. So everyone please form a line and then we'll come in a line please. This will be organized and you'll take Abhishek from that container, from that table please. Please take some sanitizer when you're coming up. First the Yajman will do Abhishek, then everyone else in the audience will join, and the same way we'll offer Abhishek, and when you finish please take some sanitizer and clean your hands. Om Namo Bhagavate Rudraya Namaste Rudramanyava Utoteshave Namaha Namaste Astudhanvane Bahubhyam Utate Namaha Yateishu Shivatama Shivam Babhuvate Danuho Shiva Sharavyaya Tavatayano Rudramidaya Yate Rudra Shiva Tanura Ghora Papakashini Taya Nastanuva Shantamaya Girishanta Vichakashihi. When you finish Abhishek, please take your seat. शिवे नवचसा त्वा गिरिशा छावरामसि यथा न सर्वमित् जगतेक्ष्मगं सुमना असत् आद्यवोचररिभक्ता प्रथमो दैव्योऽभिषक् अहीगिश्च सर्वा आञ्जम्भयन् सर्वा आश्रयातु धान्यः असौ यस्ताम्रो अरुणौत बभ्रुषु मङ्गलः ये चेमागं रुद्रावितो दिक्षुश्रुता सहस्रशो वैशागं हेरैमहे असौ यो सर्पति नीलग्रीवो विलोहितः उतैनं गोपादृशनृशनुरहार्यः उतैनं विश्वाभूतानि सदृष्टो मृदयातिनः नमो अस्तु नीलग्रीवाय सहस्राक्षाय मीदुषे अथो येस्य सत्त्वानोऽहं तेभ्यो करन्नमः प्रमुञ्च धन्वनस्त्वमुभयोराग्नियोर्जाम् यास्यते हस्तैषव पराता भगवपा अवतत्य धनुस्त्वगं सहस्राक्षसते शुधे निशीलशल्याणामुखा शिवो न सुमना भव वे चन्दनुक्कपर्जन विशल्यो बाणवागं मुता आभुरस्य निषङ्गतिः याते हेतिर्मीरुष्टमहस्ते बभूवते दनुः तयास्मान् विश्वतस्त्वमेक्ष्मया परिभुज नमस्ते अस्त्वायुधाय नातताय दृष्णवे उभाभ्यामुत ते नमो बाहुभ्यां तव धन्वने परिते धन्वनो हेतिरस्मान् वृणक्तु विश्वतः अथोषिधिस्तवारे अस्मन्निधेहितम् ॐ शम्भवे नमः ॐ नमस्ते अस्तु भगवन् विश्वेश्वराय महादेवाय त्र्यम्बकाय त्रिपुरान्तकाय त्रिकालाग्निकालाय कालाग्निरुद्राय नीलकण्ठाय मृत्युञ्जयाय सर्वेश्वराय सदाशिवाय श्रीमन्महादेवाय नमः हर हर नमः पार्वतीपतये हर हर महादेव. We continue Abhishek. Now everyone, you may join the line please. Come for Abhishek everyone. So when you finish Abhishek, kindly take your seat. So this will be a little organized. After Abhishek, please be seated. Rajiv, can you please pick up those petals on the ground? Put them in the garbage please. Thank you. Namah Shivaya Devaya Satchirananda Murtaye Namo Vedanta Vedyaya Yoginam Gurave Namah. While we do Abhishek, we will sing Lingashtakam. If you know Lingashtakam, please join with me. If not, at the end of each verse, we will say Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Brahma Murari Surarchit Lingam Nirmal Bhasit Shobhit Lingam Janam Jadukha Vinashak Lingam Tat Pranamami Sada Shivalingam Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Deva Muni Pravararchit Lingam Kamadaham Karunakar Lingam Ravan Darpa Vinashan Lingam Tat Pranamami Sada Shivalingam Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Sarva Sugandhi Sulepit Lingam Buddhi Vivardhan Karan Lingam Siddha Surasura Vandit Lingam Tat Pranamami Sada Shivalingam Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Kanak Mahamani Bhushit Lingam Panipati Veshtit Shobhit Lingam Dakshasya
यज्ञविनाशनलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गम् ॐ नमः शिवाय 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 कुङ्कुमचन्दन लेपितलिङ्गं पङ्कजहार सुशोभितलिङ्गं सञ्चितपाप विनाशनलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गम् ॐ नमः शिवाय 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 देवमुनि देवगणार्चित सेवितलिङ्गं भावैर भक्तिभिरेव च लिङ्गं दिनकर कोटि प्रभाकरलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गम् ॐ नमः शिवाय 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 अष्टदलोपरि वेष्टितलिङ्गं सर्वसमुद्भवकारणलिङ्गम् अष्टदरिद्र विनाशनलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गम् ॐ नमः शिवाय 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 सुरगुरु सुरवर पूजित लिङ्गं सुरवन पुष्प सदार्चित लिङ्गं परात्परं परमात्मकलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गम् ॐ नमः शिवाय 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 लिङ्गाष्टकमिदं पुण्यं यः पठेत् शिवसन्निधौ शिवलोकमवाप्नोति शिवेन सह मोदते हर हर नमः पार्वती पतये हर हर महादेव We'll have a few bhajans up to about 11:15. I know there are many singers, but there are only so much bhajans we can accommodate because we want to finish at 12 noon. So Yogita, come, you will sing the first bhajan. And then anyone else who would like to sing, please have your bhajan ready. When I say have your bhajan ready, please mark the page so that when you come up here, there'll be immediately bhajans. So we'll save some time that way. So please mark the pages of your bhajans who would like to sing, so there'll be continuous flow of bhajan. Please come.
dum 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 डमरू बजाए शिव शंकर कैलाशपति यग यग सोय दीप जलाए शिव शंकर कैलाशपति ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय बोलो ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय बोलो ओम नमः शिवाय दम 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 डमरू बजाए शिव शंकर कैलाशपति यग यग सोय दीप जलाए शिव शंकर कैलाशपति ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय बोलो ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय बोलो ओम नमः शिवाय माथे उपकर तिलक चंद्रमा बाने की माला माथे उपकर तिलक चंद्रमा बाने की माला डमरू की डर तन पे नाचे सृष्टिकारक वाला डमरू की डर तन पे नाचे सृष्टिकारक वाला निज भक्तन के काष्ठ में आए शिव शंकर कैलाशपति ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय बोलो ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय बोलो ओम नमः शिवाय दम 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 डमरू बजाए शिव शंकर कैलाशपति यग यग सोय दीप जलाए शिव शंकर कैलाशपति ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय बोलो ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय बोलो ओम नमः शिवाय जता जुता से गिर के गंगा भव की ताप मिटा की जता जुता से गिर के गंगा भव की ताप मिटा की डरते ओढ़ प्यासो जीवों की माया प्यास बुझाती डरती ओढ़ प्यासो जीवों की माया प्यास बुझाती निज कृपा जग के बरसाय शिव शंकर कैलाशपति ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय बोलो ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय बोलो ओम नमः शिवाय दम 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 डमरू बजाए शिव शंकर कैलाशपति यग यग सोय दीप जलाए शिव शंकर कैलाशपति ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय बोलो ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय बोलो ओम नमः शिवाय मन कुचिरैया शिव शंकर कैलाशपति ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय बोलो ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय बोलो ओम नमः शिवाय दम 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 डमरू बजाए शिव शंकर कैलाशपति जग यग सोया दीप जलाए शिव शंकर कैलाशपति ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय बोलो ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय बोलो ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय बोलो ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय बोलो ओम नमः शिवाय
Chale Hanuman Yahaye, Chale Hanuman Yahaye, Shri Rama Ji ke Duna Machaye, Chale Hanuman Yahaye, Shri Rama Ji ke Duna Machaye, Duna Machaye, aise Duna Machaye, Duna Machaye, aise Duna Machaye, Chale Hanuman Chale Hanuman Yahaye, Shri Rama Ji ke Duna Machaye, Chale Hanuman Yahaye, Shri Rama Ji ke Duna Machaye. भक्तजनों के घर पावन कर, भक्तजनों के घर पावन कर, भक्तजनों के घर पावन कर, आए आए रघुआए श्री राम जी के दून मचाए, आए आए रघुआए श्री राम जी के दून मचाए, दून मचाए ऐसे दून मचाए, दून मचाए ऐसे दून मचाए, चले हनुमान आए श्री राम जी के दून मचाए, चले हनुमान आए श्री राम जी के दून मचाए, दून मचाए ऐसे दून मचाए, दून मचाए ऐसे दून मचाए, चले हनुमान आए श्री राम के दून मचाए, चले हनुमान आए, श्री राम जी के दून मचाए, दून मचाए, दून मचाए।
Raghupati Raghav Raja Ram Patita Pavana Sitaram 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 Baj pyare tu Sitaram 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 Baj pyare tu Sitaram Raghupati Raghav Raja Ram Patita Pavana Sitaram Raghupati Raghav Raja Ram Patita Pavana Sitaram ईश्वर ब्रह्मा तेरो नाम सबको संमत दे भगवान ईश्वर ब्रह्मा तेरो नाम सबको संमत दे भगवान जय जय रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम हनुमान के मुख से निकला जय राम जय सिया राम हनुमान के मुख से निकला जय राम जय सिया राम जय जय रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम जय जय रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम जय रघुनंदन जय सिया राम जानकी वल्लभ सीताराम जय रघुनंदन जय सिया राम Sitaram Jai Jai Raghupati Gauracharam Patita Pavana Sitaram Jai Jai Raghupati Gauracharam Patita Pavana Sitaram 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 Bach pyare tu Sitaram 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 Bach pyare tu Sitaram Jai Jai Raghupati Gauracharam Patita Pavana Sitaram Jai Jai Raghupati Gauracharam Patita Pavana Sitaram Patita Pavana Sitaram Patita Pavana Sitaram.
मंगल मूर्ति राम दुलाए रे आन फेराए अब तेरे द्वारे मंगल मूर्ति राम दुलाए रे आन फेराए अब तेरे द्वारे हे बजरंग बली हनुमान हे महावीर करो कल्याण हे महावीर करो कल्याण तीन लोक तेरा बजरंग बली हनुमान, हे महावीर करो कल्याण, हे महावीर करो कल्याण। तेरा सुमिरन हनुमत वीरा, नासिरो गहरे सब पीरा। तेरा सुमिरन हनुमत वीरा, नासिरो गहरे सब पीरा। राम लखन सीता मन बसिया, राम लखन सीता मन बसिया। शरण परे खाकी जय दान, शरण परे खाकी जय दान। मंगल मूर्ति राम दुलारे, आन भराए अब तेरे द्वारे। हे बजरंग बली हनुमान, हे महावीर करो कल्याण, हे महावीर करो कल्याण, हे महावीर करो कल्याण।
होठों से छू लो तुम मेरा गीत अमर कर दो। बन जाओ मीत मेरे, मेरे प्रीत अमर कर दो। होठों से छू लो तुम मेरा गीत अमर कर दो। जग ने छीना मुझसे, मुझे जो भी लगा प्यारा। जग ने छीना मुझसे, मुझे जो भी लगा प्यारा। सब जीत किया मुझसे, मैं हरदम ही हारा। तुम्हार के दिल अपना मेरा गीत अमर कर दो। तुम्हार के दिल अपना मेरा गीत अमर कर दो। होठों से छू लो तुम मेरा गीत अमर कर दो। बन जाओ मीत मेरे, मेरा गीत अमर कर दो। ना उम्र की सीमा हो, ना जन्म का हो बंधन, ना उम्र की सीमा हो, ना जन्म का हो बंधन। जब प्यार करे कोई तुम्हें देखे केवल मन, नाईवीत चला कर तुम जीवित अमर कर दो, नाईवीत चला कर तुम जीवित अमर कर दो। हो तो से चुनो तुम मेरा गीत अमर कर दो, बन जाओ मीत मेरे, मेरे प्रीत अमर कर दो। आकाश का सूनापन मेरे तन्हा मन में, आकाश का सूनापन मेरे तन्हा मन में, आयाल अचानक आती तुम आ जाओ जीवन में, सांसें देकर अपनी संगीत अमर कर लो, संगीत अमर कर दो, मेरा गीत अमर कर दो। हो तो से चुनो तुम मेरा गीत अमर कर दो, बन जाओ मीत करो, मेरे प्रीत अमर कर दो। हो तो से चुनो तुम मेरा गीत अमर कर दो, बन जाओ मीत मेरे, मेरे प्रीत अमर कर दो। हो तो से चुनो तुम मेरा गीत अमर कर दो, मेरा गीत अमर कर दो।
श्री गणेशाय नमः, महासरस्वत्यै नमः, श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्री राम जय राम, जय जय राम, श्री राम जय राम, जय जय राम। Everybody together please. Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Shri Ram Jai Ram,
जय जय राम,
Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram,
श्री राम जय राम, जय जय राम।
मनोज मनोजवं मारुततुल्यवेगं
मनोजवं मारुततुल्यवेगम्
जितेन्द्रियं बुद्धिमतां वरिष्ठं
जितेन्द्रियं बुद्धिमतां वरिष्ठम्
वातात्मजं वानरयूतमुख्यं
वातात्मजं वानरयूतमुख्यम्
श्रीरामदूतं शरणं प्रपद्ये
श्रीरामदूतं शरणं प्रपद्ये
श्रीराम जय राम
श्रीराम जय राम
श्रीराम जय राम श्रीराम जय राम श्री सीता लक्ष्मण भरत शत्रुघ्न हनुमत समेत श्री रामचंद्राय नमः श्री हनुमते नमः राम राम Bhaktajano, this morning we'll be looking at Vibhishan's meeting with Sri Ram. And we'll look at this meeting of Vibhishan and Prabhu Sri Ram, and we'll try to see how he prepared himself for this meeting. All of us would like to meet with Bhagwan one day, no? Would you like to meet with Bhagwan in a physical form? See Bhagwan with your eyes. Touch Bhagwan with your hands. Be in the presence of Bhagavan. It is the desire of every bhakta who worships Bhagavan in Sagunopasana. That is, those who worship a personal God. You and I cannot worship an impersonal God. We're only fooling ourselves. Because the mind is not matured. The mind is all over the place. If I were to tell you, close your eyes and meditate on a God, Om, for example, or any name of God, without the aid of a symbol, we're wasting our time. So we have to take baby steps towards spirituality. And for those of us who use the murti, as a matter of fact, there are symbols in all of the great religions of this world. So for those of us who use the symbol, we know the importance of the symbol when we sit before Bhagavan. We are in the presence of Bhagavan. For us, there's a transformation. With the mantras and our devotion, there's a transformation. The murti becomes Bhagavan himself or herself. So Vibhishan was kicked out of his brother kingdom, Ravan, because he was a very spiritual person. He tried his best to convince his brother Ravan, but there was too much arrogance in Ravan's mind. He was not prepared to take the advice of his younger brother. So he actually literally kicked his brother out of the kingdom. So Vibhishan prepared himself to meet with Sri Ram. And regardless of race, religion, or culture, these are some of the things we must practice as a spiritual human being, as a cultured human being, one who wants to discover himself, one who wants to become one with Bhagavan. You see, when we understand this Vedic culture, you don't have to become anything, my friends. You're that already. You're the Atma. Your existence, awareness, absolute. Your nature is bliss, Anand. So it's only self-discovery we have to do. You don't have to become anything. You don't have to become the follower of a particular religion, a particular sect. You know, different groups and different sects they have in this world. You have to follow that before you can. You have to subscribe to a certain belief before you're entitled to God's love and God's care. That is not what Hindu Dharma says. You are Bhagavan already. You only have to discover who you are. Then we resolve this whole problem. But the problem lies in us seeking God in the external world only. Bhagavan is present in the external world. In the trees, in the leaves, in animals, in nature, in the seasons. Bhagavan is present there. But we can't really find Bhagavan in the external world unless or until we take care of this internal world. We want to fix everything outside perfect, and we fail to fix what's going on within. When this is fixed, when there's maturity of the mind, when there's humility, then everything in the external world falls into place. There's order and symmetry in Bhagavan's creation, but we can't see it, we criticize. The children will ask, why did God create bugs? They keep bugging us all the time, Panditji, why God create bugs? The bugs have a purpose. So until the inner instrument, the Antahakarana Shuddhi is taken care of, then we criticize, this is my friend, he belongs to my religion, he belongs to my culture, everyone is different. When this is fixed, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, we're told in the Upanishads, the whole world is one family. So this is how every spiritual aspirant should prepare to meet his or her God, or we say in Hinduism, Bhagavan. Tulsidas writes, there's so much anticipation in the mind of the bhakta as he or she prepares to meet with Bhagavan. This is how Vibhishan prepared. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram.
Chale o Harashi Raghunayak Pahi. Chale o Harashi Raghunayak Pahi. Karat Manorat Bahuman Mahi. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. 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 Chelyu Harashi Raghunayaka Pahi. Vibhishan rejoiced as he left Lanka and he was on his way to meet with Bhagavan Shri Ram. We leave our homes and we're coming to the mandir. There should be a lot of joy in our hearts. We're going to see Bhagavan today in Sagun Upasana. We'll see the beautiful murtis of Bhagavan. We'll offer prasad to Bhagavan today. I'll be in the company of the devotees of Bhagavan. This is how we prepare ourselves when we come to mandir or any place of worship. Karata Manorat Bahumanamani. And there were many an agreeable longing in his heart. When we come to the mandir, Prabhu, when are you going to show yourself to me? I want to see you, Sri Ram. I want to see you, Durgama. When will I be blessed with your vision, your darshan, Prabhu? You know, it is the frame of mind that we approach Bhagavan which is more important. We come, we offer prasad, we do our puja, and we sit. But sometimes, you know, the action, the voice is there, we sing the bhajan, and we perform the sequence of the puja, but the mind is not there. The mind gets distracted. So when I sit before you, Prabhu, there must be this longing in my heart. I'm sitting before you, and I know when I approach you with faith, with love in my heart, somehow you're going to show me some nishana, some sign. And we see when we go before Bhagavan with faith in our hearts, the flower falls from the murti sometimes. When the mind is peaceful and calm, we stand before Bhagavan, it is as the murti is smiling with us. When the mind is confused, when there's ashanti, when there's no peace in the mind, the murti looks so serious sometimes to us. Why? Tora mandarpan kahalai. What is it inside will be a reflection on your face and our swabhava or action. So when we come before Bhagavan, we must have this longing like Vibhishan. I will go and see Sri Ram. And in the next chaupai, he's contemplating in his mind, what is the physical form of Sri Ram? And in the Hindu tradition, we go before Bhagavan, the Murti, we don't touch the head of the Murti and touch it to our head. We don't touch the hands. We don't touch the waist of Bhagavan or the face of Bhagavan. Instinctively, we go to the feet. Because in the Hindu tradition, there's something sacred about the feet. Not only of the Murti, but your parents, any Mahatma, any great soul. So Vibhishan had this longing in his mind as he was approaching Bhagavan. Tulsidas writes in this chaupai, Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Rama, Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Rama, Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Rama, Shri Ram Jai Ram. चरण जल जाता अरुण नयन मृदु सेवक सुखदाता अरुण मृदुल सेवक सुखदाता श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय राम Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Jai Pad Par Rishi Nari, Jai Par Sitari Rishi Nari, Dandak Kavan जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम. You see, this longing must be in our hearts. When we go before Bhagavan, in any religious tradition, if the longing is not there, it's only lip service to Bhagavan. You can tell someone how much I love you, my dear. I love you, my son. I love you, my father. And there's no emotion showing that love. It's only lip service. Something we must do to demonstrate that love. So Vibhishan said, Dekhi hau jai charan jala jana. मैं उधर जाकर भगवान के चरण कमलों को दर्शन करूंगा. I'll see the lotus-like feet of Bhagavan when I go there. I'll see the soft and tender feet, Aruna. And you know the soul of Bhagavan is reddish, Aruna. Mridula, very soft and tender. Sevaka Sukadata is a source of delight to all devotees. So this is how Vibhishan was contemplating on the feet of Bhagavan. When we come before Bhagavan, Ganeshji, your feet are so soft and tender. When you come and look closely, move those flowers. The color of his feet is pink as well. So Prabhu, I contemplate on your feet. I try to envisage you in my heart. I have this longing just to see you, just to express my love. Jai Para Parasi Tari Rishinari. And he was thinking about those people who were blessed to have the darshan of Bhagavan's feet. You know, there's something magical about the feet of Sri Ram. And the example you use here about Ahalyaji, the Dharmapatni of Gautam Rishi. And when we study the Valmiki Ramayana or Tulsi Ramayana itself, not even the feet of Bhagavan touch the stone. Bhagavan ke charan raj. The dust of the lotus feet of Bhagavan touched the stone. And Ahalyaji was transformed into a beautiful lady, and she became one with Bhagavan. She attained moksha. So while Vibhishan was going, he was thinking about these great devotees. When we also worship, we have to think of these great devotees. How blessed was Ahalya Ma? So Prabhu, I want to see those lotus-like feet. Just like how Ahilya ji had tremendous faith in you, and you help her to cross this ocean of mundane existence, bless me as well. Another example, Dandakakarana Pavakakari. I know Bhagavan was exiled for 14 years, and he walked nange pav se chalte the, bare feet in the Dandaka forest. And up to now, we can trace those routes where Sri Ram walked in the forest. There's historical evidence to prove that. So those soft and tender and reddish in color, the sole of Bhagavan's feet, purify that Dandaka forest. I will see those feet today. How blessed am I? How blessed are we to have an opportunity to worship Bhagavan in Sagunupasana, to have the darshan of Bhagavan. If these devotees had the privilege of having the darshan of Bhagavan, what stops you and I? Absolutely nothing. These are examples. And we try to follow what these devotees did so that we can also get the darshan of Bhagavan. Again, Tulsidasi talked about some of the thoughts he entertained in his mind, the longing to see Bhagavan Sri Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama.
Jai Pad Janak Suta Urlaye Kapat Kurang Sang Dhar Dhaye Ur Aruha Sar Saroj Pad Jehi Har Ur Sar Saroj Pad Jehi Aho Bhagya Mai Dekhi Hote Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama. Shri Ram Jai Ram
Jai Jai Rama. Jai Par Janak Suta Urlaye. And he used another example. You know, when Janaki Ma was held against her will in Ashok Vatika, she looked at her feet, she gazed upon her feet. Nij Paranayan Kiye Ram Pad Kamalalin. While she looked at her feet, she was held against her will there. And she gazed upon her feet and she envisaged as if she was seeing Sri Ram's feet in her feet. I will see those feet that Janaki Ma meditated upon. How privileged I am. Today Vibhishan is saying, how blessed are we when we entertain these thoughts in our minds. Kapata Turanga Sanga Dharadhage. I will see those feet that chased against the deceptive deer. Remember, Marriage took the form of a deceptive deer? Bhagavan acting the Leela, acting the role of a man. And those feet I will see that chased that deceptive deer and eventually killed Marriage. I will see those feet today as well. Hara Ura Sara Saroja Padajehi. And I will see those feet that Bhagavan Shiva meditates upon in his mind as though Kamal Pushpa, as two lotuses in his heart. Bhagavan Shiva constantly meditates upon Sri Rama's feet in his heart as two lotuses. I'll see them today, Prabhu. Aho bhagya mai dekhi hau tehi. How blessed I am that I will see them today. This is how the devotee prepares himself or herself to have the darshan. Prepare for puja, prepare for worship, prepare for meditation. Because we cannot meditate on an abstract God. You and I cannot do it. Bhagavan says in Bhagavad Gita, in the 12th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna asks a significant question. Prabhu bataiye, those who worship you as a personal God or an impersonal God, which is better? And you know, there's a lot of things people criticize Hindus of murtis. You all heard all those stories. And Bhagavan made it abundantly clear. It doesn't matter if you worship me as personal God or impersonal God. When you worship me, entertain faith in your mind. Feel as if I'm standing before you and I'm worshipping you. And later on in the 12th chapter, he said, Arjuna, you cannot meditate on an abstract God. You're only wasting your time. It is only for the selected few who have attained maturity of mind after years and years and years of penance, having relinquished all attachment. You and I cannot do that. We buy a new car and it's parked in the driveway, but it's parked in here. So many things we are attached to, that when we sit for meditation, we cannot meditate on Bhagavan. And although we know that we will die and leave all of these things, yet we cannot let go of them. It takes practice, my friends. You know, people say, I heard Hindus meditate. Let's go do yoga and meditation. If you're not prepared with what you eat, with your conduct, what we eat is very important, has an influence on the mind. How we live our lives, the things that we do, our swabhava. When we sit for yoga or meditation, we're only wasting our precious time. We have to take baby steps towards Bhagavan. So how blessed I am today, I'll see those lotus feet of Bhagavan. I'm going to ask you a question, but don't raise your hand. How much of you would like to see Bhagavan's lotus feet? Don't answer me. Answer in your mind. Answer in your mind, please. How much of you would like to see those lotus feet that Vibhishan talked about? Those feet that Janaki Ma meditated upon, that Bhagavan Shiva meditates upon. Those feet that chased the deceptive deer. Those feet that saved Ahilyaji. How much of us would like to see those feet? Rajiv, can you please do it quietly at the back there, please? Whatever you're doing, you have to do it quietly, please. Please. Or go around, please. Go around and do it quietly. It has to be done that way. There should be no distraction. Thank you. So how blessed I am today, I'll see those lotus feet. So Sitaji writes in the other doha. Jinha payan ke padukanhi, jinha payan ke padukanhi, bharat rahe man lai, bharat rahe man lai. ते पद आज दिलो कही हो, इन्ह नयन ही अब जाय, सियावर रामचंद्र की जय शरणम. Today also I'll see those lotus feet that Bharatji. Remember when Bharat was exiled, he took the sandals of Bhagavan Sri Ram and he said, Prabhu, अपने चरणों से इस पादुका को स्पर्श करो. Place your lotus feet upon these paduka, these pairs of sandals, this pair of sandals, and these pair of sandals would rule the kingdom of Ayodhya. I'll see those feet that touch upon those sandals today. How blessed I am. Te pada aaj biloki how inhanayanan abajai. These eyes will be blessed to see them today, Prabhu. So look how many examples he used of devotees that were blessed with the darshan of Bhagavan. And he prepared himself. But when Vibhishan went there, they didn't allow him to go and see Sri Ram. He was not allowed to go and see Sri Ram immediately. He was held as a prisoner outside. Why? Kapiraj Sugriva said, Bhagavan, Ravan's brother is here to see you, but हम लोग नहीं जानते हैं. ये लोग कपट रूप लेकर आते हैं. They have the ability to transform themselves into different forms. We do not know why he is here, the younger brother of Ravan. So they kept him as a prisoner outside. Sometimes as devotees will be judged, just like how they judged Vibhishan, not knowing him. So you'll be judged. But when your faith is in Bhagavan, it doesn't matter what anyone has to say. Chahe bura hai, chahe acha hai, whether good or bad. You don't listen what people have to say. You know your attention is on Bhagavan only. So they kept him outside. You know, Bhagavan Sri Ram made a beautiful statement. Let us look at his words very carefully. We have all done some wrong things, right? I'll raise my hand first to know I've done identical things. But you're not a sinner. That's the difference. You're not born out of sin. You're not a sinner. You do not this, and that to make you who you are. You're Atma already. You're the soul already. You're God in human form. We have to understand these statements clear. You're not a sinner. You have done some wrong things. We have all made mistakes. But it doesn't matter how much mistakes you have made. These are not my words, Pyare. My dear friends, these are not my words. These are the words of Sri Ram, who walked the face upon this earth over 7,000 years ago. This is what he has to say. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
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 कोटि विप्र बदला गही जाहू, आए शरण तजहू नहीं काहू। श्री राम जय राम, जय जय राम।
Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
श्री राम जय राम, जय जय राम।
Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
सन्मुख होई जीव मोहि जब ही, सन्मुख होई जीव मोहि जब ही, जन्म कोटि अगनास ही तब ही। श्री राम जय राम, जय जय राम।
Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
श्री राम जय राम, जय जय राम। श्री राम जय राम,
Jai
जय
Ram.
It doesn't matter how many mistakes you have made, how many unethical actions you may have performed. Koti vipra badala gahi jahu. Take the example of someone who killed, the example is Koti, meaning 10 million. An individual who killed 10 million saints or Brahmin. Aaye saran tajahu nahi tahu. Even such a person, think of the worst individual. People who perform mass murder. People who do all of these unethical things. If such an individual come before Bhagwan, Bhagwan say, I will never turn away such a person. Sannukh hoi jiva mohi jabahi, janma koti aganasahi tavahi. The moment such an individual comes before me, I remove his 10 sins from 10 million births. So it doesn't matter how many unethical actions you may have you perform. The moment you go before Bhagavan. And we have to transform ourselves before we go before Bhagavan. You know, we have to do it quietly at the back there, please. Everyone, Freddy asked him, everyone please come sit here. Everyone, leave what you're doing right now and sit, please. Everyone, please come and sit right here. I'm asking you all to do it quietly. You all do understand. Pull the curtain and sit right here, please. Everyone, please be seated. Thank you. There's time and place for everything, right? So if such a person comes before me, it doesn't matter how many unethical actions you perform, such a person I'll never turn away. So what do you have to lose? We have done some wrong things. I'm sure most of you never took the life of another human being or took a life. A life is precious, be it the chicken, be it the lamb, be it the duck, be it the whatever. Life is a life. Doesn't matter how many unethical actions you may have performed. The moment you decide to change yourself and accept Bhagavan, there's place for you. In certain cultures, there's no place for you, buddy. That's it. You rotten in hell until then. No. But But Hindu Dharma, if such a person comes to Bhagavan, Bhagavan says immediately, I forgive the sins of that individual. But there is a requirement. In Bhagavad Gita, chapter 9, verse 30, Bhagavan says, Api chet suduracharo bhajante mam ananya bhag sadhureva samantavya samyak vyavasito hi saha. If the vilest sinner worships me with faith, and the requirement is ananya bhag, the person must change his or her action. Whatever unethical actions he or she may have performed yesterday, from today there must be a transformation. Worship Bhagavan with steadfast devotion. Learn from those experiences in life. Do not make those mistakes again. Sadhu reva samantavyam. I'll accept that person as a sadhu. Not just another human being, but a sadhu, a God-realized soul. Samyak vyavasito hisa. There's nothing like devoted worship to me. So this is how Vibhishan prepared himself. And eventually he was allowed to meet Bhagavan Sri Ram. Because this is was his swabhav, his nature. So when there is love in the heart, when we envisage Bhagavan as we sit for worship, for meditation, it's your devotion that will help you to get closer to Bhagavan, to realize who you are. But take this example, or just for a moment, let us pause and talk about the mind. The mind is a finite object, right? If I were to ask you, where is your mind? Here, 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 here. So there's mind and there's buddhi. The faculty of understanding is buddhi. And the mind is a bundle of thoughts. These are finite, but yet we have to use them to understand the infinite. Without the guidance of proper spiritual knowledge, it becomes an impossible task. So Vibhishan prepared his buddhi, his intellect, the faculty of thinking, and his mind, and so much devotion in his heart. And he went to Sri Ram, and he was accepted by Sri Ram. Although Sugriva and everyone judged him outside as the brother of Ravan, as the brother of public enemy number one, he was allowed in Bhagavan's Sharan because of his devotion. So when we're coming to Mandir, we're going to Puja, any place of worship, let us try to remember some of the teachings that we talked about this morning. Just prepare yourself. Tell yourself you're going to see God today. You're going to see Bhagavan today. It's a special opportunity. And what do we find sometimes? Friends and family invite us for puja in their homes, or they have functions at temples, and what we hear people say, I'm going to my friend's home today. You know why? Because they'll get upset if I don't go. They invite me for puja, they always come to my puja, so I have to go to their puja. Don't go. I say it as it is. You take it or you leave it. If you're going with such intention, don't go. Don't go to please anybody. Why go? You're just going to show up that arti time just to eat. Why go? This person comes to you as a family member, invites you to come for puja, to sit and worship with them together. Count yourself special. If the puja is at certain time, 5 p.m. or whatever the time may be, 10 a.m., satsang starts, 10 a.m. you should be there. Don't go to please anyone. Tell yourself you're going to see Bhagavan today. You have an opportunity to be involved in satsang. Bhagavan will be worshipped. Kirtan will be done. Offerings will be done to Bhagavan as an expression of our gratitude, our love for Bhagavan. How blessed you will be today to sit in satsang. Because these opportunities do not come by very often, my friend. We heard, Panditji, when I retire, I'll come to the mandir. Every day I'll do seva. Don't waste your thought when you retire. You don't know if you'll live to see the end of the day. Are you talking about retirement? So enjoy every moment. When you have an opportunity to worship, do it wholeheartedly, like Vibhishan. Then Bhagavan will reveal himself to you. Boli Ramachandra Bhagavan ki jai, Pavan Sutta Hanuman ki jai. We'll conclude with one bhajan and then we'll do arti. This bhajan tells us, in your mind is Ram, tere man mein Ram, tan mein Ram. In your mind is Ram, in your body is Ram. Rom, Rom. You know what is Rom? Look at your hand. You see where that hair comes out from? That is called Rom, every pore. So roam. How many pores are there in your body? How many pores are there in your head? Of course, for those who have hair. You can't count how many pores you have in your body, and each pore is pulsating Ram. You know, there's something magical about this name Ram, my friends. When you take it with faith and devotion like Vibhishan, the whole world becomes Ramamay. You can't help but see Bhagavan here, there, and everywhere. And for God realized soul, like these great Swamis who have attained moksha while they're still alive, they behave like little children sometimes. And people say, "Yeah, admi pagal hai, ye kaun hai?" You know, they behave silly. To us, it appears silly. Because we think we're so sophisticated. We're living in North America. We're this, we're that. And we're sophisticated. People must behave a certain way so that we can accept them. But God realized soul. It doesn't matter who they're standing before. That's their swabhav. They smile all the time. In today's society, if somebody watches you smile all the time, you want to call social worker to come and take them to the hospital. Isn't that true? But it's our nature to smile. When we discover God, because we see beauty in His creation, we see beauty in everything, my friends. Tere man mera, tan mera. Tere man mera, tan mera. रोम रोम में राम रे राम सुमिर ले ध्यान लगा ले छोड़ जगत के काम रे बोलो राम बोलो राम 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 बोलो राम बोलो राम बोलो राम 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 माया में तू उलझा उलझा दलदल उड़ाए अब करता क्यों मन भारी जब माया साथ छुड़ाए दिन तो बीता दौड़ धूप ने ढल जाए ना श्याम रे बोलो राम बोलो राम 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 बोलो राम बोलो राम बोलो राम 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 तेरे मन में राम
तन मेरा रोम रोम में राम रे राम सुमिर ले ध्यान करे थोड़ी जगत के काम रे बोलो राम बोलो राम बोलो राम 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 बोलो राम राम बोलो राम बोलो राम राम बोलो राम
तन के भीतर पाछलू तेरे डाल रहे हैं घेरा काम क्रोध मद लोभ मोह में तुझको कैसा घेरा भूल गया तू राम रतन भोला पूजा का काम रे बोलो राम बोलो राम बोलो राम 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 बोलो राम बोलो राम बोलो राम 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 तेरे मन में राम तन मेरा रोम रोम में राम रे राम सुमिर ले ध्यान लगाने छोड़ जगत के काम रे बोलो राम बोलो राम बोलो राम 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 बचपन बीता खेल खेल में आई जवानी सोया देख बुढ़ापा अब क्यों सोचे क्या पाया क्या खोया देर नहीं है अब भी बंदे ले ले उसका नाम रे बोलो राम बोलो राम बोलो राम 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 बोलो राम बोलो राम बोलो राम 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 तेरे मन में राम तन मेरा रोम रोम में राम रे राम सुमिर ले ध्यान लगाने छोड़ जगत last verse is very significant. Bachpan beta khela khela me ai jawani soya. It's so true. We spent our childhood playing. And then ai jawani soya. When we become a youth, we sleep all day. You know, when we were small, you had to wake up before the sun rises. Of course, it was tropical climate. If you are asleep before the sun rises, make us some good jari. Am I right, Dr. Ji? Remember the old days? You have to get up before the sun rises. What we find in this society, the children, them, youths, they sleep all day. So this poet is saying we spend our childhood playing, and our youth, we sleep so much. If you're a youth or an adult, you do not need more than 6 hours sleep. 6 hours sleep. 6 hours to take care of the body and nature's call, and 6 hours to work. 6 hours, of course. With 6 hours, you don't need more than that. Some people say, you know, I slept all night last night from 9 a.m. to 9 morning. I'm still tired. Life goes away, my friends. If you are blessed to live 100 years, think of this for a moment. Some of us sleep more than 50 years of our lives. Some of us sleep for 75 years. Some of us are related to Kumbhakaran when it comes to sleeping. So if you're blessed to live Exausal, divide that. You only have 50 years. You only alive 50 years. And this 50 years goes by so fast. You want to know how fast it goes by? Ask someone who has gray hair. They'll tell you, I don't know. Time just went by. Life happens, my friends. When are we going to turn to Bhagavan? Dekh budhapa ab kyo soche, kya paya, kya khoya. When we become older, we ask, what did I gain in life? I worked my whole life. I had 2 or 3 jobs, just an example. I made a lot of money. And when I became old, I have to use that money to buy medication. Kya paya, kya khoya. What did you gain and what are you losing? Sacrifice our health when we were young, and we have to pay back with medication as we get older. But der nahi hai abhi bande le uska naam re. It's never too late. Just take Bhagwan's name. Like Vibhishan, take it with faith, and you'll see a transformation. Bolo Ramachandra Bhagavani ki jai. So friends and family, we will celebrate Rajiv's birthday. I know he doesn't want us to talk about this, his mom said, but we have to talk about it. A very happy belated birthday to you, Rajiv. We pray that Bhagavan bless you with health, wealth, and happiness. May your desires be fulfilled. May Hanumanji bless you with bal, physical strength, buddhi, good intelligence, and vidya always. And we have a special little gift here for you. This is some maces we have here for Hanumanji, and there's one for you. And are you going to keep it on your key punch with your keys? Okay, Hanumanji will protect you. Please come. Stand right here, please. Give me your right hand. Yena baddho balhiraja danavindo mahabala tena tvam pratibadhnami rakshe machala machala. Stay right here. Ramadut kripa sindho matkaryam sadhaya prabho. So, on behalf of our dear Hanumanji and all the bhaktas, there's a special little mace here. My friend, this is the mace. This mace of Hanumanji has magical powers. Keep it safe with you. May Hanumanji bless you always. So on behalf of all of us, Ayushman Bhava, very happy belated birthday to you. So what are you going to do? When Arti go on, I will recognize the back there. Right? Thank you. Said. You know, my friends, whatever little bit we do here, be young. You said, all right, you want to say something? You know, whatever little bit we do, it must be done with class. It must be done a certain way. You know, some mandirs you go, Pandit is doing puja and everybody is talking. That don't happen here. It has to be, there must be a discipline when we do whatever we do. It must be done because the mind gets distracted. And it only takes for one person to talk or one button start knocking at the back there and all of us get hungry. So whatever we do, we try to do it with a discipline. It must be done that way, Pyare. I go say, Panditji, serious. But what can I do? It's in my blood. My grandparents used to do the same thing. What can I can only do what they used to do. The discipline has to be like that, right? So please don't get upset because we want to maintain a certain standard. So whatever we do, Hanumanji is our boss. So once again, happy belated birthday to you. And he has a request for Uncle Tulsi to come and sing. Uncle Tulsi, please come and sing a short bhajan for us before we do Aarti. Rajiv requested you to come and sing a bhajan. Please give Uncle Tulsi a microphone. And he will sing a short, to the point bhajan, and we will do Aarti shortly after his bhajan.
Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsachanurmardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadguru. Krishna Kripalo Krishna Kripalo Kripanidhi Kesho Dina Bandhu Dayal Krishna Kripalo Krishna Kripalo Kripanidhi Kesho Dina Bandhu Dayal Dina Bandhu Dayal Nidhi Kesho Dina Bandhu Dayal Dina Bandhu Dayal Nidhi Kesho Dina Bandhu Dayal Damodar Banwari Mohan Gopinath Gopal Damodar Banwari Mohan Gopinath Gopal Radharaman Vihari Natwar Radharaman Vihari Natwar Sundar Yashomati Bal Dina Bandhu Dayal Nidhi Kesho Dina Bandhu Dayal Nidhi Kesho Dina Bandhu Dayal. Thank you. Happy belated birthday. Thanks.
Thank you very much, Uncle Tulsi. And before we do Aarti, we have Dr. Saab coming all the way from America. He'll have to come and give his blessings before Aarti ji. Please come, Dr. Saab. You'll have to say something before we do Aarti. This is the Aja of Rajiv, the brother of our dear Pandit Rohit ji, who passed away just over a year ago. And Dr. Saab, we have known him for many, many years. Always a simple, humble, loving person. So you have to give your blessings before we leave today, brother.
Dhanbad. Please join me in a very short prayer. Om Shri Ram Shri Ram Shri Ram Sita Ram Sri Ramachandra Charano Manasa Smarami Sri Ramachandra Charano Vachasa Gunami Sri Ramachandra Charano
Shirisa Namami. Sri Ramachandra Charano Sharanam Prapadhe. Om Sri Ram Sita Ram. And being in the house of the 11th Rudra, our dear beloved Devta that we've been worshipping, the home of Hanuman Swamiji, just one short verse in his honor. Om Atulita Baladhamam Hema Shailabhadeham Danujavan Krishanum Jnani Kraganyam. Om Prem Se Bolo Hanuman Swami Ki Jai. Our dear beloved Dharmachar, Acharya, the Guru of this mandir, the one who is the spiritual leader of all of us, our dear Pandit Rudi Ji, thank you very much for that wonderful, beautiful pravachan, reminding us who Hanuman Swami Ji is in a nutshell, and also your beautiful pravachan this morning. I'm sure it has been very enlightening to all of us. Thank you very much. I truly enjoyed hearing you this morning. And it is always indeed a great pleasure to be in this mandir. I come from New York, so I'm not here often. But my family lives here. And today we are here to celebrate the birthday of my grandson. He's also my chela. And what can one say about birthdays? Birthdays are celebrated by those who believe in God and even those who do not believe in God. And so what is this thing we call birthday that is observed in all cultures? Sanatan Dharma, the Muslims, the Jews, the Christians, and the non-believers, everybody celebrates birthdays. So what it is about birthday? Why do we take the time to celebrate birthday? And so, I know it is late, give me a few minutes, let me say a few words. You know, great book that Panditji has been extolling and reminding us about the story of Sri Ram and Vibhishan, Ravan. There's a one little shloka. Bare bhag manushta na pava, surdurlabh sabagranth tanigava, sadhana dam moksh karadvara, pai na jai, parlok samvara. And our dear spiritual leader, Guruji of this mandir, and all the Pandits have explained to us the meaning of this. We are told that you and I are made up of two parts, human beings. One part is the body, and the other part is the Atma, or the soul. The body, the Sharira. You are seeing me because you're seeing my body. You can't see my soul. But my soul is the most important part. That is who I am. I am my Atma. Guruji is his Atma. You are your Atmas. We are all our Atma and not our body. But unfortunately, living in this age of Kali Yuga, we sometimes forget who we are. And in that state of ignorance, we identify with the body and we think we are this body, this outer shell that we have. This body is nonetheless important because I, meaning my Atma, could not be here today without my body. My body acts as a transport medium for me, for my Atma. And so through this body, I am here today. That little verse I just quoted, Varibhag Manushtanapava, all our great pundits have explained it so many times to us, that while this body is not as important as the Atma, who you and I are, this body is still very important, always is made up of Maya, the Panch Mahabhut. And what is the importance of this body? The Lord tells us that if and when we use this body for its rightful purpose, when we use this body for what it was intended to do, when used in such a way, in a righteous way, this body is like a ladder, as Panditji has explained so many times to us. A ladder that we can use rung by rung and go up higher and higher and higher to the divine plane. It is this body that enables us to reach that plane. The opposite is true. If we use this body in the wrong way, then instead of going up, we come down and down and down in the process of life. So be blessed. We are all blessed to have this human body. It is a great gift of God. I've taken more time than I want, but I just want to add one other thing to this. There's a great character in the Mahabharata called Uddhava, and we hear more about him in the Srimad Bhagavatam. Uddhava was a friend, a traveling companion of Sri Krishna Chandra Bhagwan. He would travel with him to the various parts of India. Uddhava was a jnani, not a bhakta. Initially, he was a jnani. But he became a pal, a buddy of Sri Krishna Chandra Bhagwan. After the Mahabharata war, Uddhava went to visit the Supreme Lord, Sri Krishna Chandra Bhagwan, who was living in Dwaraka at the time, where he had his 1,608 wives, and he had a palace for each one of them. The Lord had 10 children from each of his wives, and each of those children had 10 children. So he had his own army and citizen in Dwaraka. So Uddhava went to see the Supreme Lord, and the Lord took him to one of the palatial gardens, and they were walking around in this garden. And the Lord turned to Uddhava and said, Uddhava, I'll be leaving very shortly. And Uddhava misinterpreted, I think the Lord was moving from Dwaraka to another part of India. And Uddhava asked him, how will I be in contact with you? How will I know where you are? And the Lord smiled and told him, Uddhava, look around you. Whatever you see and things you cannot yet see, they're all my creation. They all come from me. They're all part of me. He said, I have made many, many different forms of creatures on this earth. Some with no legs, some with 2 legs, some with 4 legs, and some with hundreds of legs. Things like the millipede and the centipede and so on. They have a lot of legs. He said, but my most favorite creation was the human being, the human mind. He said, because the human person is the only one who has the capacity to know me, to understand me, and he has the ability only among all my creations to return to me, to get back to me. So you and I have been blessed with this human body, and we are all very, very fortunate. So when we use this body for its rightful purpose, coming to Mandir, as we all are, this is what we should do. Rajiv, as I said, is my grandson. I used to babysit his father, who was in the audience, Siddharth, when I attended school in Georgetown. So we have a very close relationship to them. And his dear, loving mother, our daughter-in-law, she came in our family as a daughter-in-law. She's now a daughter to us, Chan here. So he comes from a very well-established, beautiful family. And today I want to join with Panditji and all of you here to celebrate his birthday. And what is more appropriate than coming at the feet of the Lord to give thanks for your birthday. So I want to wish you all the very best in life, that only good things may come to you. Wish you good health, joy, happiness. Wish you a long life, a healthy life, and all good things. And most importantly of all, may you never, never forget the Supreme Lord. Without him, you would not have been here. None of us would be here. So I wish you all the very best in the life, and may the future bring you only good and wonderful and beautiful things. Prem se bolo Sri Krishna Bhagwan ki jai.
Thank you very
Panditji,
much.
I've taken too much of your
No.
time. You're always so kind and generous. I thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. God bless you, bless this beautiful mandir, and all the devotees, all the enlightened souls who come here. Jai Sri Krishna Chandra Bhagwan.
Jai Sri Krishna. Thank you very much, Dr. Ji. It's always a pleasure to be in your company. As I said, such a simple, such a humble, knowledgeable person. And whenever he comes, when Panditji was alive, he would always come and with his brother to Mandir. So we are very happy to have you here today with us, Panditji. Thank you very much. We're going to do Arati, but before we do Arati, on the 11th of December, there will be, we'll be celebrating the 11th anniversary of this Mandir. So 11, 11, 11. The Mandir was opened on the 11th of December 2011. And the 11th of December, we'll be celebrating 11 years. So I'm extending an invitation to you and your family. Please come and join us. We'll sing the glories of Hanumanji. We'll do Abhishekam to Hanumanji. And we'll give thanks because of his blessings, we have a place of worship. So please make a note of the 11th of December in your diary, and hope to see you and your family. Bolo Ramachandra Bhagavan ki jai, Pavan Sutta Hanuman ki jai. I encourage everyone to come for Arati. But when you do Arati, please do not go on the Vedi, on the altar, for safety concerns. So you will take Arati and do right in front, please, and put it back right where you got it. Take some sanitizer, please. If the line is too long, wait until it gets short, then you can join again. Everybody will come for Arati, please. Stand everyone, we'll conclude Arati. After Arati, there is Priti Bhoj. And Yogita, you can do what you're doing about it. Do it a little quietly, please. प्रकृष्टपापनाशाय प्रकृष्टफलसिद्धये प्रदक्षिणं करोमीशं करोम्यं प्रसीद परमेश्वर आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलित ललित सिय प्रीति आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलित ललित सिय प्रीति गावत ब्रह्मादिक मुनि नारद गावत ब्रह्मादिक मुनि नारद वाल्मीक विज्ञान विशारद वाल्मीक विज्ञान विशारद शुक सनकादिशेष अरुसारद बरनी पवन सुत कीरति की आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलित ललित सिय प्रीति आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलित ललित सिय आवत वेद पुराण अष्टदश आवत वेद पुराण अष्टदश छहु शास्त्र सब ग्रंथन को रस छहु शास्त्र सब ग्रंथन को रस मुनि जन धन संतन को सर्वस मुनि जन धन संतन को
कलित ललित सिय पीति गावत संतत शंभु भवानी
गावत संतत शंभु भवानी
अरुघट संभव मुनि विज्ञानी
अरुगत संभव मुनि विज्ञानी
व्यास आदि कवि वर्ज बखानी
व्यास आदि कवि वर्ष बखानी
काग भुषुंडी गरुड़ खेहि की
आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलित ललित सिय पीति
आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलित ललित सिय कलिमल हरनि विषय रस थी शुभ सिंगार मोती जुबती की
शुभ सिंगार मोती जुबती
दलन रोग भव मोरिया की
दलन रोग भवोरिया
तात मात
सब विधि तुलसी
आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलित ललित सिय पीति आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलित ललित सिय पीति श्री राम जय 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 राम
श्री राम 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 जय राम
श्री राम जय जय
दुष्ट दलन रघुनाथ कला की आरती जय हनुमान लला की आरती जय हनुमान लला की दुष्ट दलन रघुनाथ कला की आरती जय हनुमान लला की आरती जय
हनुमान लाला
जाके बल से गिरिवर से रोग दोष जाके निकट न जाके जाके बल से
गिरवर पाते लोक दोष जपे निकट न ताते
अंजनी पुत्र महाबलदाई संतन के प्रभु सदा सहाई आरती की जय हनुमान लला की आरती की जय हनुमान लला की दुष्ट दलन रघुनाथ कला की आरती की जय हनुमान लला की आरती की जय हनुमान लला की देवी रघुनाथ पधारे लंका चारि सिया सुधियारे देवी
रघुनाथ पताय लंका जारी सिया सुधियाए
पवन सुत बार न लाई, लंका जारी असुर संहारे, सिया राम जी के काज सारे। आरती की जय हनुमान लाला की, आरती की जय हनुमान लाला की। दुष्ट दलन रघुनाथ कला की, आरती की जय हनुमान लाला की, आरती की जय हनुमान लाला की। लक्ष्मण मूर्छित पड़े सदारे, आदि संजीवन प्राण गुहारे। लक्ष्मण मूर्छित पड़े सदारे, आदि संजीवन प्राण गुहारे। बैठी पताल तोरी चमकारे, अहि रावण की भुजा उखाड़े। बाए भुजा असुर ललकारे, दाहिने भुजा संत चमकारे। आरती की जय हनुमान लाला की, आरती की जय हनुमान लाला की। दुष्ट दलन रघुनाथ कला की, आरती की जय हनुमान लाला की, आरती की जय हनुमान लाला की। सुर नर मुनि आरती उतारे, जय 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 हनुमान उचारे। सुर नर मुनि आरती उतारे, जय 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 हनुमान उतारे। कंचन थार कपूर लो छाई, आरती करत अंजना माई। जो हनुमान जी की आरती गावे, बसी वैकुंठ परम पद पावे। आरती की जय हनुमान लाला की, आरती की जय हनुमान लाला की। दुष्ट दलन रघुनाथ कला की, आरती की जय हनुमान लाला की, आरती की जय हनुमान लाला की। सीता राम राम राम, सीता राम राम राम, सीता राम राम राम, सीता राम राम राम।
सीता राम राम राम, सीता राम राम राम, सीता राम राम राम, सीता राम राम राम।
सीता राम राम राम, सीता राम राम राम, सीता राम राम राम, सीता राम राम राम।
सीता राम राम राम, सीता राम राम राम, सीता राम राम राम, सीता राम राम राम।
सीता राम राम राम, सीता राम राम राम, सीता राम राम राम, सीता राम राम राम।
सीता राम राम राम, सीता राम राम राम, सीता राम राम राम, सीता राम राम राम।
सीता राम राम राम, सीता राम राम राम, सीता राम राम राम, सीता राम राम राम।
सीता राम राम राम, सीता राम राम राम, सीता राम राम राम, सीता राम राम राम।
राधे श्याम श्याम श्याम, राधे श्याम श्याम श्याम, राधे श्याम श्याम श्याम, राधे श्याम श्याम श्याम।
राधे श्याम श्याम श्याम, राधे श्याम श्याम श्याम, राधे श्याम श्याम श्याम, राधे श्याम
राधे श्याम 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 राधे श्याम 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 राधे श्याम 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 राधे श्याम 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 राधे श्याम
श्याम श्याम राधे श्याम 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 राधे श्याम 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 राधे श्याम श्याम श्याम
हनुमान कृपा करके हाथ जोड़िए. We clasp our hands for final प्रार्थना please. ओम कर्पूर गौरम करुणावतारम संसार सारम भुजगेन्द्रहारम सदा वसंतं हृदयारविंदे भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि. त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव. मन्त्रहीनं क्रियाहीनं भक्तिहीनं जनार्दन यत्पूजितं मया देवा परिपूर्णं तदस्तु मे. ॐ पूर्णमद पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ॐ द्यौः शान्तिः अन्तरिक्षं शान्तिः पृथिवी वनस्पतय शान्तिः विश्वदेव शान्ति ब्रह्मा शान्तिः सर्वगं शान्ति शान्तिरेव शान्तसामा शान्तिरेधि. गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुसाक्षात् परब्रह्मा तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. बोलिए रामचंद्र भगवान की जय. पवन सुत हनुमान की जय. कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय. जगदम्बे मैया की जय. हर हर नमः पार्वती पतये. हर हर महादेव. सनातन धर्म की जय.